Hello, everybody. This is Eric Small reporting live from my school and everything. I just wanted to come in here and talk about I'm guessing have nots yesterday and everything because I wasn't here to like review it and everything. So I'm trying to get like some free time and everything before Empire come on today and everything. Just go on here review it and just basically give my opinion on what I thought about last night's episode, season finale, and everything, in which I thought it was like, I would say, hands down, that this was the best season finale ever on this season and everything, in which I look forward to it coming back on in January and everything. They said this, they didn't give us a specific date, they just said in January next year, 2016 and everything. And I just wanted to come in here and talk about it and everything because I thought this was a very good episode and everything. Tyler Perry really did this one. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, the episode starts off with I guess Hannah and everything, and she's really not trusting Benny and everything about the whole little situation with the house and everything, and she just knows that Candace is behind it. So what she does is she tells Ben to go and take her to where Candace is at and everything. And I'm sitting there looking like Hannah, Lord, you see what I'm saying? Because Hannah doesn't know that Candace paid the mortgage on her house and everything. And I'm sitting up there looking like, oh Lord, she about to find, like, cause about this time and everything, like Candace is like she gonna let Candace or she gonna let Candace have Hannah is. So when they got to the house and everything, she was just like, well, Candace, I want you to tell me the truth. And she was like, well, and Candace was sitting up there like she was like kind of like moving around the subject and everything. And then she was just like, okay, Candace, is you gonna tell me the truth or not? And she was like, okay, where did you get all this money from, like, to pay for this house? And then Candace was like, I just came up on some money. And then she was like, how much money? And Candace was like, I came up on $4 million. And she was like, ain't no way that you come up on $4 million and everything, like, like, and that's what she basically sent up there selling her. And I was like, you better tell her, you better tell them on Hannah, because some fact the Candace has been doing, she been saying so many lies, she been telling so many lies lately, and I just felt like, she just really got called out on her stuff this episode, and I would say that yeah, and Benny really wanted to know the truth too, and but she had no choice but to tell them like where she got the money from. But she didn't tell them where she got the money from. She just told them that she came on a lot of money. That's all. And then she had showed them like the deeds and everything to verify that she like it's legit and everything. But like she like she showed Hannah and Benny the deeds and everything, but there's still some stuff that she left out and everything. And by this time, I would say that like what's that boy name? I forgot his name, but yeah, Veronica's son. He's living with Candace and everything, and yeah, he's living with Candace and everything, but I mean, it was just like surrounded around, like the whole episode was like, okay, because I think the title was the episode where the chicken's gonna come home to roost, the roast, and I was like, okay, everybody going, all the stuff that's been doing, everybody been doing dirt behind the scenes, everything is gonna catch up with them. So they doing that and everything, and I think like David, he was planning on running for governor and everything. Like after Jim, because Jim was supposed to step down after that whole little scandal with Celine sitting up there talking about he don't take care of his children and everything, and he's basically letting them live in squalor and like he doesn't do anything for them and basically leaving them there to live in the poor neighborhoods and everything, in which when he said how much he was sitting up there paying them and everything, and it just kind of made Celine look like she was money hungry and everything. Because I think he said he was paying them 2,000 something, and I was looking like, I'm looking like if he paying you that much, you chose to stay there. And how you gonna sit up there and talk about he ain't giving y'all no money and everything, but you sitting up there to working for this man for I think 20 years. I think they said it was 20 years that she been working for him and everything. And but you still accepting his money and everything. But he don't. Hmm, I just don't understand that. So as that's going on, I think yeah, Quincy was sitting up there trying to find out what Candace was and everything, and I think I think he did end up finding out what Candace was and everything, because if you remember, like in the last episode, I think in the episode after this one and everything, and I didn't do a review on that one. So I'm just kind of I think I did I think I yeah I didn't do a review on that one, but I think, but yeah, Quincy had got like the papers from the social worker, and they were just like, okay, cause I was sitting up there wondering like, okay, is Quincy gonna? Cause it was just a matter of time before he popped up with Candace was gonna be, and like he was waiting outside. Hold on, somebody's sitting out there. I'm in my school right now, but yeah, we're gonna continue with this video. Um yeah, and he was sitting up there waiting outside where Candace was and everything. And I was sitting up there looking like, cause it looked like he was sitting up there stalking her house and everything, waiting to see if that she was like if that was the right house, cause he didn't want to run up in the house and everything, and he like and that wasn't her house. So I think all that was going on and everything, and another thing that I wanted to mention and everything because I think I had forgot. Yeah, when Candace was sitting up there trying to show Benny the proof that okay everything's legit, they looked up in her bank account and she had $4 million up in her bank account. Next thing you know, she look up on the computer, she ain't got no money in. She don't got a dollar to her name, and that man took all her money. I was looking like this. Now, Candace, now why did you get it? Why did you give him your password? Like, why did you give him your password in order to take your money? And I just didn't understand it. But when she went to, cause I think she was sitting up there calling him like trying to get in touch with him and everything, and he wasn't answering his phone, of course, because he took all her money. And then next thing you know, when she did get in touch with him, he was on the plane going somewhere, God knows where. And I think he was sitting up there making up excuse like he was a very like he even convinced me, and I was sitting up there like okay, if you didn't take her money, because he was sitting up there like oh well I don't got your money and everything, $50,000 ain't nothing to me. And then she was like you got my money, I know you do, because you the only one that knew my password and everything. And then what he said that he did was when it finally came out and everything, and he had no choice but to tell the truth. He was just like, oh well, when you put your password to your bank account in my phone, like not my computer, he was like, well I captioned it and everything, and that's how I got your stuff, and I basically got all your money, everything. And she was like, "Ain't nobody but Jim behind it." But you gotta look at how you got the money, King. Like she did right, not trusting him and everything. But it just kind of made me think, like think back, like okay, when she first met him and everything, he always hung out at that same hotel. Like he never went nowhere else but at that hotel, and it just really made me think like is this because I mean that was the first person he talked to. He talked to it was plenty of women in that bar. It was plenty of women at that hotel that he could talk to, but he chose Candace, and it just really made me think like he was searching for he was picking her out of the bunch to try and do you see what I'm saying, in which he was paid to try and fall in love, make her think that he was in love with her and everything in order to get that money. And he played her with her weakness, in which was her child, and he knew that that was the perfect time to do his whole little plan is to to get that money from her and everything, and that's how that whole thing began. And I was just like, Lord, can't you feel? But I feel like she gonna get her money back. But I think when Candace was sitting up there, cause when she had confronted him and everything, she had to like Candace about that life. I don't care if nobody's up there. Even though aside from all this stuff that she be sitting up there lying about and everything, Candace really about that life. Cause as soon as he came up in her house, she was just like she had grabbed the butcher's knife and she was planning on cutting him up. She was planning on cutting him up real bad because in which I do the same thing too if it was my money. To tell you the truth, cause $4 million and then what she had to do to get it too. I could have asked too. But bitch, I would. But he's there with the motherfucking dad. But what really confused me is how he gonna sit up there and was like, oh well, I need my money also, but at the same time, you just stole her money. But he came out with it and everything, and then as soon as he came out with it, it was like you're not getting your money back. That's not your money. And I was sitting up there like, oh, so the real you finally came out, and he basically told her what his intentions were, is to get the money and give it back to who it belonged to, and which that Candace, you playing dangerous games, but it was a matter of time for it caught up with you and everything. But when she went to go stab him, he grabbed her hand and everything, and they were basically tussling, and yeah, and let me remind you. Meanwhile, outside the house and everything, Quincy is still like it's a stakeout, like he's staking that, like he's watching the house. And I guess when they was in the tussling, that's when Quincy, and I already knew it. Quincy pulled him up off of her and hit him and everything. And then once Candy saw that it was him, she went to go run to the door, and he grabbed her and everything. The white man just left back because he didn't want no parts of what was about to occur, and he just commenced to beating her like he was beating her like a dude and everything. And I just wanted to jump in the TV and help her because the way he was hitting her, it was like he was hitting her all in her face and her nose. And he was just beating the mess up out of her and everything. She was bleeding and everything, choking her and punching her like she was a dude. So as that was going on, they beat all the time. I'm just looking like shit. He done just about hit Candace about 100 times. Cause they didn't cut back to the scene until like it was almost the end of the episode. So that really was just like okay. So as that was going on, um, Hannah then basically told Benny like, okay, I'm not staying in that house that Candace bought you, and my house to burn down. But God is, you see what I'm saying? So yeah, and God did find a way for Candace. But I would love to know who was on the phone with her when she was sitting in her sitting in her house and everything that burned down, and she was just like basically sitting there and everything, and when she said, I think it was, I think in the last episode when she said that she spent her whole adult life paying for that, like paying, trying to pay off the house and everything, because she wanted to own the house and everything. And very few people get to own their house and everything, but she was one of the ones that were able to say that she owned her own house, and it took her whole adult, and they really made, they really touched me and everything. So I was just like, and for her to be like, can and I want to say like that it's Candace Fox, but on the other hand, I really don't want to say it's Candace Fox and everything, but yeah, she don't want that much, but they, I mean, as they was sitting up there going on, Veronica, the basically, I think she came to her sense and everything, kind of when she was sitting up there talking to David and everything, and she was trying to get him to run for governor, and I was sitting up there like, oh well, Veronica, but it still doesn't coincide with what she did, like what she did and everything, because she thought that he cheated on her, and she basically was like like, okay, I'm gonna have your back and everything. We want you to run for governor. That's only if Jim steps down. He didn't step, Lord, and then when they fast forwarded to Jim sitting up there talking to everything, and y'all know what I think. I think really low key Jim is really about that life. Like he into that mafia type stuff because he said that he wanted everybody killed, and he killed the man that had raped his daughter, everything. That professor that had raped his daughter. You see what I'm saying? I think he had a whole bunch of people. He had like over 3 people killed. And I'm thinking when he was sitting up there doing his speech and everything, that Veronica was next and everything. There was gonna be like a Malcolm X assassination. You see what I'm saying? That's the way I thought it was gonna be. But Maggie had gave him a speech to go by, but he didn't go by this speech. That one made me think that okay, he was sitting up there like planning on having Veronica's death as a whole little coincidence and everything. But the way it is, I don't really know what was gonna happen and everything. But that's what that's my theory of what was gonna happen. But yeah, I think like yeah, and after he said that he was going to still run for governor and everything, and he basically was just like, okay, you know, vote for me. And after he stepped off the whole other after stepped off the stage and everything, the detective came in and said that she had evidence that they did the crime. Do you know? You see what I'm saying? They had evidence of the car, and the only thing they needed was the car because the little girl is still. You see what I'm saying? I feel like they was wrong for that and everything, but yeah, Wyatt basically got immunity and he not gonna be going to jail. So they the only people that's gonna be going to jail, and you can tell Veronica, I think she'd have been in jail for because she already knew she was just looking like okay. You see what I'm saying? This ain't my first merry-go-round, but I want to know how this gonna play out because I don't think they gonna stay in jail for a long time, and Jim still got Veronica on his hit list. So I kind of think that's gonna yeah. I don't know how that's gonna go, but Veronica was gonna die that day, and she better be glad that the police like arrested them and everything because I think the way it was gonna end, somebody was gonna end up killing her. So she better be glad. I mean, yo, the way I think it would have played out, but and I don't know why. I don't know why I thought somebody gonna kill Celine in her whole little apartment. I don't know why I thought somebody gonna kill her in her whole little apartment. But Quincy is dead. They did kill him finally. I was like, if I was looking like, bitch, you don't get a gun and shoot Quincy. Y'all acting like them motherfucker Jason Voorhees. Y'all. Hey, that motherfucker, and he sitting up there doing all this and everything, and then he didn't do no better. Of course, Candace wasn't gonna fight his ass. She was trying to fight him out. She was trying to somewhat fight him off and everything because he was sitting there choking her, punching her, and I'm sitting up there looking like, and yeah, Jeffrey was sitting up there trying to fight him and everything. He was beating him up. I'm looking like he taking turn whipping both of y'all. But they finally killed him and everything. And I'm guessing, yeah, that was the person that was gonna die, the main character. I wouldn't consider him no main character. I consider him a supporting character. But yeah, that's what happened and everything. They finally killed Quincy, and he would no longer be after Candace anymore. I wonder is his sister gonna come after? I doubt it, cause she got 6 kids in the apartment. She need to worry about. She need to worry about that. But yeah, this is my review on Have Nots. I wasn't able to review it and everything because I was sitting up there trying to upload my Screen Queens review. But I am gonna be doing a review on Empire, and I can't wait till they come on. I'm gonna be in a better environment to like, cause I'm in my school right now. I was just trying to go on here and get a review in before I go to class and everything. But I will be interviewing. I was interviewing. I will be reviewing Empire when it comes on, like exactly after like it's gonna be uploaded. I found out a new way to basically get it up on there faster. So yeah, this is my review on it and everything. And don't forget to look for my Empire review when I do it. Like it's like after Empire comes on. So yep, this is my review. Bye y'all.